Vietnam. And I went in secret with an organization who helped indigenous tribes called the Montagnard and the Hmong. They had helped the United States during the Vietnam War, and in turn, we were going to help them. And so we took in food and medicine and other things, reading materials, because they're not allowed to be educated in their own language and things like that because of the help they provided to U.S. service members. And then I learned what service was about. And I also learned about tyranny, the tyranny that manifests itself under cruel regimes, right? Because it is a communist country, even if it does trade. And so the point was, I realized that a life of service was something that I wanted to choose. And that changed the course of my life. So I was going to go full time with that organization. And my appointment to interview was on September 11th. It's not a cliche. It's absolutely true. And the appointment was canceled when the Twin Towers fell. And so I would not end up going into that kind of service. I ended up going into the military. And the first thing the recruiter said is, "We can't take you.
Yeah, where's your education?
We can't take you. You have no education." And so I went and I got some tutoring, and I came back and I plopped down my GED, and he said, I wasn't expecting that.
In what period?
About 6 weeks. So that got me caught up. And then at that point, the rest is history. I entered service as an enlisted member. Shortly thereafter, I was offered a commission. They said, "We want you to fly planes." I said, "I would love to fly humanitarian aircraft." And when I graduated from pilot training against all odds, with no small amount of help from others, I was sent to the tip of the spear. And so instead of the Mobility Air Force delivering cargo and food and water and the other things I wanted to do, I would fly missions with the United States or the Air Force Special Operations Command for the next 5 and 6 years, flying Tier 1 and Tier 2 missions, which are presidentially directed or directed by the Secretary of Defense. So,
thank you for telling that story. You sharing that.
That's the beginning.
That's who you.
So, and my service would manifest itself to our nation and to those who are watching as being one of our guardians and one of our protectors.
And thank you for that service.
It's the least I can do, and you're worth it. You're worth it, and our families are worth it, and our freedom's worth it.